So I'm in the kitchen. I was just standing here thinking about the 5 most common mistakes in writing policies and procedures. And I just wanted to share them real quick because I don't want you to make these mistakes. Number 1, trying to do too much. Policies and procedures should be simplified down and really convey a concept. You're going to want to hyperlink to other things. Don't try to write a gargantuan 20-page procedure. That's too much. Tip number 2, always put in who shall do what by when. What I see so commonly when I'm reviewing systems and doing audits, it's that they don't say who is responsible, and they don't ever say when is it due by. So there's no chain of command. It's like kind of a chain of evidence in criminal evidence. You've got to be very specific from person to person. Who's going to hold on to it? When do they hand it to the next person? Step by step by step. Mistake number 3, forgetting to explain the why. People often will go through and say, do this, do that, but they don't connect the dots. So the reader doesn't really understand, why does this matter? Why is this pertinent? And that one little why just came up in our EA training program a week ago. And they said, the assistant said, wow, this was such a breakthrough. They all of a sudden understood why the owner wanted them to do it a certain way. That one little element will make all the difference. Tip number 4, failing to decide on an end product and giving kind of these half vague answers of like, get someone started and they don't really know where they're going. It helps so much to have that end in sight. That's where examples, elements that so they could say, oh, that's what it's supposed to look like. That's such a key part. And when you don't write the policies and procedures explaining what we're trying to accomplish, it's kind of like you're doing step by step, but you have no idea what you're building. In the kitchen, it might be that you're building recipes for granola or a recipe for cookies, or maybe you're doing some other kind of a baked good. You don't even actually know what you're making. So you want to have that title, that first element explaining what it is we're going to accomplish with this. And final tip number 5, this is a mistake I see a lot, writing from a single point of view. Now, owners, I know I love to sit on a couch too and write out those policies and procedures. I see things differently than the way they see things. People on my team, maybe they're doing it, maybe they're supervising it. There's a number of different angles. So take that into consideration. That's the value of getting feedback, buy-in, making sure everyone knows what are we trying to accomplish, and sharing those different perspectives. That's what's going to make a stronger policy and procedure and give you an end result that you're going to love.